Claire and welcome to Needle Save More. So this shirt is really soft brush cotton. It's really comfortable for when I am running around after my children, but one of the buttons on the cuff has come off and it just doesn't look very nice when it's like that. There should be 2 buttons like on there. So in today's video I'm going to show you quick and simple how to repair and put the button back on. Here is the shirt, and you can see this placket has got 1, 2, 3 buttons on. Same cuff. And this placket has only got 2 on. So there's a buttonhole here and the button's missing. Now most shop bought clothes will supply spare buttons so you can repair at home. So you can see on the label here, there's 2 different buttons. So I'm going to put the placket up against it to compare the button size. So I can see that the smaller size is to go here and the bigger size is actually for the cuff. So I want to remove the bigger size to go on here. So to take it off, you just want to use a small pair of scissors. You're just going to cut the threads to get them off. I've actually done a really good job of attaching it. I wish they'd attach the buttons as well. If it's not working, you can use an unpicker and go under the threads like that. Give the button a little wiggle. Starting to come loose, and then I'm just going to pick up the threads from this side, take it off. So there we go. So the label's still intact, but I've taken this off, and I'm just going to use my nail to pull out all the bits of thread because it's going to look really messy if I attach it like that. So there we go, spare button. So back to the cuff, I've got my button here. I'm going to use this colour thread. It's a creamy off-white colour, and I think this is going to be perfect because it's almost identical to the ones that the manufacturers used. So cut a small length of the thread. I'm going to recycle all of the bits of thread that I've just cut off. If you've seen this from an earlier video, you can use my technique of needle threading, where you put the thread in between your thumb and first finger, look through the eye of the needle, lower it down, bring the 2 threads together underneath, and then we're going to tie in a knot. Perfect. And then I'm just going to cut off the threads on the end here and then recycle those. So to make sure the button lines up exactly, you can either, I can see here that's the thread where it was once attached. If you don't have the thread there, you can put the buttonhole on top of the button, line it up how you want it to look, and then take the needle through the buttonhole so you know that it's going to be in line. So you're going to go down through the fabric, you're going to leave a little bit of the loop here, then you're going to come back up through the fabric, and then we're going to take our needle in between these 2 threads and pull it up, and then that's going to stop that coming undone. So I normally go over this first stitch about 3 or 4 times to make it a really secure base to attach the button on. Here we've got 1 stitch that we've gone over about 3 or 4 times. That's a really secure base for the button, and you can pull it and it's not going to come out, the knot's going to not pull through. So with the button, it's got 4 holes, and if I look at the ones I've sewn on previously, they've done a line of stitch in between 2 of the holes and a line of the stitch in between 2 of them. So I want to kind of keep that pattern so it looks good when it's attached. So I'm going to come up through one of the holes and down. And on that same side, I'm going to go up and down. And I'm probably going to repeat this process 5 or 6 times until it's really secure. Okay, that's 5 times. How's it feeling? Yeah, I think that feels pretty secure. So 5 times will be okay for this one. So 1. If you're struggling to come up through the button and you're just hitting the back of the button, you can fold the fabric back like that so that you can see where you're going. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've gone up through this hole, down through that hole, repeat the process 5 times, up through this top left hole, down through the bottom left hole, and I've repeated this process 5 times. Now, if you just pull the thread off now, it's not going to be fastened in place. So what I do at the back, I just go under the stitches you've done. If you get any loops like that, just pull it through. 1, 2, 3, and then I do 1 the other way, and then use your scissors to cut the thread really close. There we have it, buttons back on. That's really strong, that's not going anywhere. Push it through the buttonhole like new.